You really like gin?
I fuck with gin heavy. It's also one of the few liquors you can drink and have it not affect you if you're trying to accomplish things.
Did you just say gin don't affect you?
No. It's not gonna necessarily affect you when you're trying to accomplish things that are goals that are health oriented. Okay. More so like tequila. You know how you can drink tequila and it won't really give you a hangover if you don't go completely overboard, and it won't necessarily add the carbs to you that whiskey and vodka will. Gin's the same way. Gin doesn't bring over the carbs and the sugar and all the other unhealthy things that whiskeys, bourbons, brandies, vodkas bring over.
I haven't really been drinking outside of
wine. Yeah.
I ain't really been
the healthier wine is red wine too.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of red. I don't even like red wine like that. I found a couple that I
like. Red
like.
wine is phenomenal. Oh.
Look at it.
Look at I mean, y'all really sound like, y'all in
You know what I'm saying? Yo, y'all here predators on that shit dumb.
Shit, nah, it's just like, it's not that. It's just like, nah. So, number one, I'm reeling off of this man in the gym just because of my perceived notion of gin and just like the situations that I've seen gin.
I'm never drinking gin again.
No, okay. Here's my first question I can ask you guys. What ages was these situations?
Understandable.
Very
good question.
I didn't start drinking gin until 22.
I was 20 at the time.
I was 22 and I started drinking in a bar situation.
I also am.
This is some important
business.
I also kind of believe that gin a little bit has. I don't even know. I really don't. Like, oh no, because what I was thinking is I believe in like what older people say to me nowadays. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'll be like old people be like, yo, gin be fucking niggas up. Like, yo, don't be drinking gin unless you try to fetch your best friend. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I've also had a night, and it's funny because you know Devon. You know what I'm saying? So like just imagine.
Yo,
imagine
y'all was some wild boys.
Me and Devon, you feel me, on gin out in a Chick-fil-A parking lot. Yeah, just like they said.
Fuck, you just got off?
Actually, no. We drove there. And because we were so hammered, we were upset that they weren't open. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, and
I'm sure he drives late at night.
And then, right, and he drives, so like, we got out in the parking lot, like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? So then, like, we started having more conversation, and people that were there that weren't so intoxicated say that, like, it was like a pathetic, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like we wanted to punch each other, but we kept missing, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you know how you like don't want to really deck your best friend. So you don't want to put that kind of damage in the like, yo, I don't think I could personally come back from fighting my best friend. Like, see, the funny
I couldn't fight. Well, nowadays I don't have a fucking best friend. But in high school, I couldn't have gotten into a fight with my best friend, and we survived that. There's no way we could have did that because I don't have that kind of forgiveness.
Really?
No. I might forgive you for the situation, dap you up, move forward, but shit ain't gonna be the same. It's just not. Shit is not gonna be the same at all.
I can understand that. Like, I could feel that, especially once you have a higher level of understanding and things like that. But for me, it's always been that's what we do kind of thing, right? So me and you can get a fist fight right now.
Yo, it's super weird because I know that's how a lot of men move about fights with friends, and they it's one of the things you're gonna fight your brothers, right? I didn't grow up with brothers. I don't understand that. I also grew up with a mother that was very prideful and very my mother will hold a grudge from now until 3 lifetimes from now. Like, my mother do not play that shit. You cross her and it's a wrap. She don't care how little the cross was. She don't care how accidental it was. It's a wrap. So growing up under that environment and seeing that, and then having having some of that in my personality naturally already just manifest that. Fuck that bullshit, bro. It's either you with me or you not, my guy. And if we ride with each other, we can't be riding with each other, fighting each other, because
that's certainly true.
How the hell we gonna move successfully like that?
And that's where you get to the point where it's like you come to blows, but you don't actually throw blows.
Yeah. So now I done wrestle with a couple friends like on some. Yo, you're not even that tough though.
Right.
You ain't never. Okay. I thought you made that face because you ain't know what I was talking about.
all too well, because you know how niggas be, and you start fucking up the furniture and shit. Mm-hmm. Like tables like that, you know what I'm saying? Like they be casualties. So like then when you especially
you can't do that shit around mama good.
Remember when you really
businessman.
Don't do that.
You know you was a big nigga, and they be like, "Yo, you too big." You be like, "What are you regular?" They like, "What are you talking about?" Like, we all the same nigga. They like, "Nah, yo, you too big."
Okay. What age did you realize you were like not the same size as your friends? Like what you can do, you have to tone it down to really play around with them.
I really kind of want to say it was like I want to say it was second grade, because I remember in second grade this kid, he kept fucking with me. So like, yo, this kid Dominic, and he like hit me around and shit like that. And so like he would make it a pattern. And so one time I caught him. You know what I'm saying? Like one time I just caught him, and he was asleep. Like
you said he
had like a Eddie Griffin type of mouth, like a big cheesing ass type of mouth, and braids and shit. Yeah, bro.
Clean block.
And even I was like, wow. Wow. Like,
you
know what I'm saying? I knew I was fed up, you know what I'm saying? I wanted it to stop. But I didn't know, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't realize like what you can do, and so like niggas looking at it, and I walked away. So I went to class like nothing happened. So when the principal asked me like what happened, I was like, I was walking swinging my arms. You know what I'm saying? The face my dad made when I was like swinging my arms.
Why is that funny? Because I try to get shit off one time.
In what motion could you see?
Like you went like this? Like you walked like this?
You're that strong where you just back smack somebody and knock them out? My God, no.
Yeah, right.
I was in the 5th grade, bro, and I figured out because I got into 2 fights with the same guy. We were friends, which made it worse. We didn't last that long because of said situation.
No, but I love a multi-fight series. And you didn't know that was what it was when you were a kid.
Yeah.
But then when you get older, you be like, oh, niggas be fighting again?
Yo, one happened the summer before 5th grade, and then one happened in the middle of the school year after school. And both fights were like no contest. Like I was mauling this guy.
See, just like y'all figured out y'all was big, I figured out real quick that I wasn't.
That's why we need party.
You know what I'm saying? No. That shit learned real quick.
So was this at Parkville? Black Radio?
It was way younger. It was definitely Stimmers run.
Real? Oh shit!
Real quick.
Stimmers had some thoroughbreds, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
But it wasn't actually a lot. It wasn't Stimmers. So remember, I don't know if you remember when Hawthorne got redone?
Yeah, we was at Battle Grove.
Yeah, like so when we went, I think that was the same school we went to. But when we went there, no, you're right. Yeah. When we went there,
oh, Dundalk.
Yeah, it was different. Like 100% different.
I had no clue what was going on.
Yo, this boy.
Talk to a little city kid. I didn't know the fuck.
Yo.
Where are we going? You busting us. I used to walk into school.
Yo.
I would have loved that. Cause I'm like, this is during school time though, right?
Same story. This dude
with all taxes was short.
Yo, this dude with dreads tore my friend up. Like, destroyed him. Like, I've never, to this day, I haven't seen anybody get pushed the same amount of velocity this man got pushed with. Oliver was doing some shit. I put his name on there. We in the game. Homeboy said something.
Oh yeah, I did say that nigga's name.
Homeboy said something. Hit him with like one of the shoulder shoves, but quickly realized the shoulder shove didn't really do nothing. Like he didn't move, and then hit Oliver with one of these. whole back went into the edge of the table, hit one of these, dude ran up on him, two-pieced him like a couple times, like a multiple two-piece.
Damn.
I tried to jump in, ain't go. I was like, no, I actually probably hindered you. Like, I should have stayed.
I made shit worse.
Sorry
about that.
So that's when I started doing push-ups.
Yo, it's crazy because after that, I didn't get into another fight until my freshman year of college.
No.
And that was just on some drunk shit.
Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes.
We was drunk and my homeboy again. Damn, I didn't know I fought so many friends. Mm. But these wasn't like my man. This wasn't my man's. This wasn't like my.
You was drinking gin?
Nah. I didn't start drinking gin till 2 years later. Maybe, yeah, it was 2 years later. 3 years later actually. I started drinking gin. But we was coming back from a party. It was a group of us, and Yoda started talking shit. And bruh, y'all not talking shit.
Y'all was listening to a podcast, and this is so true. And
where did y'all fight though?
So we went to a party at this little hall down the street from the campus. So we always just walk back in this big ass herd of college kids to campus, and we broke off from the main herd to like this little mini herd. And
that's outside fight.
Yeah, we was in the grass. I was mad. I fucked up my dopes. And
I hate that.
Yeah, but like shit got so crazy. I was messing with this upperclassman. And yo, shit got so crazy. My friends, once they finally got him away from me, they had to call her to come get me. And she snuck me into her dorm. And like, I was really in her dorm wilding. Like,
that's the funny man. When you by yourself.
That's the first time I realized, like, yo, I'm really like, I can get out of pocket. Like, I don't like this shit. Mm-hmm. Like it wasn't until like a day later that I talked to everybody.
You said I like this shit?
I don't like. No, I don't like losing the feel like that. This shit's not a good feeling. I don't know why niggas be like, that shit's not cool, yo. Mm-hmm. Niggas be liking. I don't like that shit, yo.
I mean, I don't like to do it, like, you know what I'm saying? Because like,
I don't like the feeling.
You always have to like apologize, but like, if you handle yourself, you look back on it, you be like, yo, that was some gangster shit, like, yo, like I never forget, like, I've been jumped before, like multiple niggas, and we're really down niggas, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I've came out like, yo, we really held up.
I've never experienced that. I've never been jumped at all.
I've been jumped once.
Never been jumped before, yo. Nigga, my awareness too real for that. You not getting behind me, my.
You ever see like, and you see like, I've really experienced like movie type shit, like where like we got passing notes.
Nah, the address.
Yo made it hot.
I slid it slightly, nigga. You said
he mumbled it so low. I was like, I don't know why I didn't even say it, but I heard.
You just looked at it like, yeah.
I didn't hear him say nothing. That's why I was like, I was like, y'all talking about me? I was like, yo, we all in here. Y'all just down to the ground.
So you want to fight?
I think this is the prelude.
Like, I feel like he has some shit to say. Yo, you can avoid so much shit as a man with just checking your ego, yo.
Yeah,
first of all, if I know,
he's really shuffling cards. Like he's really shuffling spades cards, yo.
Like, no one knows how to play.
I know why he's doing it, but it's like, yo.
Like, if you said no,
I said yo.
No, because like it's because niggas don't know how to play. That I don't have nobody to fucking play with. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
okay.
I'm nice at cards. Like, I'm not nice at cards, but I like to play cards. Like, if like we could play spades and y'all like that, then maybe we could play poker you like that, and maybe we could get a poker game going. And cigars, fucking.
What's crazy? I can play poker. I can play blackjack. Do you want to know the difference between playing poker and playing blackjack and playing spades? Yo, niggas ain't just sit there and act like it's a secret society. It's a fucking poker.
It's not.
Yo, when it comes to spades, yo, niggas will not teach you how to play spades.
I'll tell you why.
If you don't sit your ass at this table and learn,
I'll tell you why. Because nobody really knows. Everybody just looking around like, that's why. I guarantee you.
Yo,
because the only time there's a problem is when niggas are like, wait.
What the fuck is that?
That's not a book.
And then everybody on the table like,
I knew I saw something weird.
One of the niggas on the table is your partner. So, of course, that nigga's gonna be like, nah. Yeah. So, like, that's two, like, the natural psychology is like, this nigga's like, I don't know, probably. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, come on, dog. That's what I'm saying. Nobody knows how to play spades. And, like,
it's crazy because, like, I've had to explain myself when it comes to not know how to play spades too many times for my liking.
I'll be like, I don't know how to play.
Yo.
Why not? I got better shit to do, bro.
It's not even I got better shit to do.
I don't.
I really don't have better.
I don't.
I really don't have better shit to do. My problem is as a culture, you're holding kids to a standard to learn a game that no one's gonna teach them.
Well, this is what I do now. Is that the Spanish people be teaching their people.
I don't know what's going on right now.
The Spanish people be teaching their people how to play dominoes and shit like that.
I know how to play dominoes.
I really don't even know. I'm about to get the Spanish girl at my job.
That was a game at my family's function. My family function. My always played dominoes.
See, we play spades.
And my mother.
They also play dominoes, but I didn't know they also play dominoes. And
I was like, my always played bones on a rack. It wasn't a family function where my always wasn't playing bones.
I played bones before. See, the thing for me about spades, my parents kept me away from anything they was doing when they was young. So anything that was hood activity was like, don't play spades, don't do this. I would be like, yo, can I learn? Like, you're too young. I might have been like 14.
It wasn't even that for me. For me, my mom started, so they had spades parties. So they would invite their friends over and send all the kids upstairs.
Yeah, like
it ain't no way in the world we coming downstairs because we don't want that ass whooping.
I think I brought that up when I told you about the capacity. I told you. Like, I already know about that.
Yeah.
You see.
It was E and J.
Like, you know, like, baby. You can hear it downstairs. And you know, you come down to stuff like, can I get something to, yo.
You gotta be humble.
They sent you upstairs on the edge of the table.
You can't.
You didn't even get that far.
You can't come too early. Though.
You was allowed to get downstairs.
If they wasn't drunk, yes. If they was drunk, they were like, "Hey, come down here." Like, you know what I'm saying? Because
you gotta wait half the game,
bro. You're a little ass nigga. You're funny. Like, you're a funny looking ass. Look at this little ass nigga. And I'm gonna whip your ass tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we were not that bold,
bro. My whole family loved to be like, "Oh yeah, we all heard you showing off at school." So
that's
tell
the
us,
word.
you know what I'm saying? So like when you doing the like, oh, I was swinging my arms, so you gotta go around telling everybody. So I was when I was walking outside, I was swinging my arms, and that's why I was suspended for 5 days, and I won't be going back to school on Monday.
You ever get older and realize like, yo, you look at your parent like, yo, you been doing way worse. Now that we grown, like you was wilding when you were my age.
And you had the audacity to treat me like your mother treated you.
Like my mom wasn't, and like everybody will tell you that. Like my mom legitimately didn't deserve me. Like legitimately didn't do it.
I don't know how this happened.
Apparently
like,
didn't deserve it. Like apparently my dad was so fucking bad. Like he ruined it for both of them. Because niggas would be like, yo, your mother was like, she was singing in the choir like from a child. She was like all about the Lord. Like she's like my mom's like legit like never been drunk. Yeah. Fucking never smoked. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
nah, my mom was a wild child, my God.
Yeah. See,
she deserved this. More so my sister.
My people.
So we're playing poker or spades right now. Which y'all want? Because if we play spades, I'll have to deal with somebody like maybe the fourth person. Or I
thought we were doing a podcast.
Yeah, like
I am doing a podcast also. I mean, like you can play. So and also not like.
How y'all
Hey,
hey, bro. Like, yo, it's 8:20 at night. You're about to do what exactly? Like, you don't have to get home in a couple minutes. Like, yeah, what are you talking about?
I'm an adult. I don't have to be.
I thought with morning routines. Like,
I mean, yeah, surely. It's also.
I'm a white collar man myself now, and nigga, 8:30 is by the time I gotta be to work. I'm still adjusting.
You said you want to get to work.
See, because 8:30 is early. I get to work 9:30.
I wish. I mean, I still be late, but I wish.
Because I'll be there at some point.
I don't appreciate that.
Yo, it's crazy how much that morning like changes. Like in school, you can just jump up for the most part.
Go fuck yourself.
I was late in high school. I was late every day.
Bro, I was up.
I walked school all freshman and sophomore year.
I was up during high school. Once I graduated, that shit was like different.
My mom was a part of the prayer line, so I was up 5 a.m.
Oh hell no!
I was like 5:50
when they were up.
I'd be up. What really messed me up was when I stopped.
I legit lived in the city when I was in East Texas, so I had to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. Fuck y'all. I brought these cards, and you said.
What did you think was gonna happen?
You said y'all was gonna play, and then
we did. You don't even answer the phone. Like, how you tell us to play?
He's referring to a post on Facebook where he said, he mentioned something about space. He never said we were gonna play. I see that thing. He was gonna talk me through and tell me about something.
Every time I say anything to Quante, there's always some fucking technicality to it. Like, he never said, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, come on, dog. We can't just speak regular English. Like, you gotta always have some fucking read between the lines shit. Like,
no, you're the one who want me read between the, listen.
I said it on Facebook. Like, I don't understand. I gotta bring it up to
no, because I'm a factual motherfucker. I'm a factual motherfucker, yo. Read the post and then go find Norm's comments, yo.
Go fuck yourself.
Okay, so
everybody. Yo. I was just like, I'm not understanding.
What are you understanding?
Hold up.
That's always gotta be an attack.
I seen this early. Hold up. I ain't read the comments.
Yo, I'm baffled, yo. I feel like I just got attacked.
This nigga
I don't know. The funny thing is,
kick my cards back. Like,
the funny thing,
that's disrespectful.
I didn't kick him back. I left it right there.
The funny part is, I kind of see where Norm would think we'll be playing spades tonight, but I also see that like soft can imply many things. Like,
it can be implied we can talk about it.
Yeah, like
we can get to the bottom of why you don't know how to play.
Like, we can discuss why you don't know how to play.
Yeah, as a grown ass black man, why don't you know how to play? That's what I have on my mind.
That can mean a lot of things.
Y'all
are coming from like a mentally healthy like place. That's like oh, so many ways. Like, bro, I have cards and we can deal space. I don't know how else to
teach you. Yo,
you said we starting a tournament. Like, what you mean,
bro? Can we speak on the fact that he just said y'all coming from a mentally healthy spot? Like, that's a bad thing.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying like it's an unusual thing. You know what?
It's not that bad. I'm saying it's weird.
For you black men, like I'm still getting over shit. All right,
still dealing with some PTSD.
A little bit, yeah. All right. I don't have it to be going to therapy. All right? I got appointments.
I've never been in therapy in my life
at all.
I've never. I've been a couple times with.
I mean, I don't count the shit my mother made me do in middle school.
Shit. Oh really? You don't?
No, because I literally walked. It was after my two grandparents passed away and my uncle passed away. I literally would walk into his office and I would sit there. He would ask me all these questions. I would say nope, yup, nope, 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 and we just played chess. That's how I learned how to play chess. Going to this old white man. I wasn't about to talk to him about nothing.
I mean, my mom knew I wasn't going to talk to a white guy. So
my mom would. I mean, she went to Friendly Square, so it means not. She got a therapist for Friendly Square, so it really wasn't any options.
At that point, I was over with, so I did it. Yeah.
This is gonna be the most ratchet podcast ever. I got laundry to take out real quick.
Yo,
I forgot about it.
Hey, yo, just put that shit on your couch, bro.
No, that's what we did.
You're gonna fold it up and then put it on his couch.
So how much are them lamps? I need one of them. Let me get one of them. Let me take one of them home. Realistically, just one of them would like the rest of my joint up like nice enough.
This is $10 from Walmart.
Take me to Walmart. It's like 2 days before payday. I ain't got $10. I'm about to get a Walmart.
This is a day before payday, and I won't have $10 tomorrow. Yo, how you feeling about everything that happened with Kobe, bro?
I really wish they would let it breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
Real talk, because like, I feel like it's oversaturation. And I really feel like I legitimately feel bad, like, because I really feel like you don't know how many legit Laker games I've watched like by my lonesome just watching Kobe like, yo, did you see that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, son. Like, and that, like, he was really my role model, even when, like, especially when everybody was like, you know, you're so arrogant and blah, blah, blah. They talking about this ain't gonna be the logo. I'm like, stop that. With rape allegations? Stop it.
Not only that, Marcus Wiley actually, he's one of the only, like, talk show hosts I listen to. He brought up some very valid, solid points.
I honestly, like, between the Ravens loss and that, I've really been just listening to like business. I didn't watch either one of the championship games. I didn't watch any basketball. I haven't watched any Super Bowl coverage. I finally think I'm getting to the point where sports aren't like the number one thing I'm going to for entertainment or for something to watch. Not saying I don't have that love for sports anymore, but that hold that sports had on you as a teenager is not there no more. Maybe it's because I'm not currently playing sports, or I'm not active in sports right now, or you just as you get older, there's other shit.
It's a lot other shit you could learn, you could do.
Because like, I don't know about you, but like, you know, the political landscape as it sits, considering where we are in our lives, right this very second, it's
really what's more important to your life, to your overall life,
and like
success right now,
because it doesn't necessarily affect my day-to-day life, because realistically the basketball doesn't either, but that is something visually that we get, and it's like
and you're raised to have this addiction.
It's almost tangible, and I guess because it's like that's where when you talk about basketball and you talk about football and things like that, we don't have to talk about the fact that we don't really know how to save money, about the fact that we don't know to buy land, and the fact that we don't know
any information about trading stocks,
commodities, about things like that, and
buying
about
properties,
the 401ks, the IRAs, the fucking
improving credit.
I know a little bit about that.
I mean, I know too,
but I feel you. Like,
but I can only say I don't know nearly as much about.
I didn't know until it was beneficial for me to know.
I don't know. I don't know nearly, like, it's not even in the same realm of information about credit as I know about football, basketball. I know more about baseball than I know about credit. I don't even watch this shit.
I know more about hockey.
I'm not going that far.
I can go that far. And I
still
don't know what icing is.
I know more about Formula 1 and NASCAR.
I'm trying to figure it out.
Bro, I know more about Formula 1 and NASCAR than I know about credit. And I just started watching that shit. I just started watching that shit 2 years ago. Off and on.
That shit crazy.
And I know more.
I had this thing like 2 years ago where I was like, what if I really put all the energy I put into knowing the bullshit? Into like something that's
knowing tangible shit.
Yeah, like shit that matter. Like I think about 2 years ago I really tried to like be better at like retaining information, because like a lot of stuff just goes on one out there. Like here you like, yeah, it sounds good, but whatever, and you move on, and then you're like, oh wait, this has like actual value to it. Like it's just different.
And I think with you, and I can speak from like when you start to get that knowledge about saving for the long term and like being financially fit, being like building your financial house and things like that, and what they teach you to get that license to, you know, be able to broker in like life insurance and things like that. You start looking at like little shit like as a, I don't know, I guess it's easier to put things in a perspective almost. Like it's like, okay, like the bullshit really does not matter. Like these cars, like all the shit that we like, that shit
that we see is important.
Yeah, like the fact that right now we need to get out of these. We need to get out of these and get into mortgages. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like actively, like right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I mean, my money, like I hate paying rent. Hate it because I don't mind it. Like I'm wasting.
The crazy part is I'm the opposite of you. I've never had a problem retaining information, and that's.
Yeah, we've had that conversation.
Looking back at life at school and stuff like that, that's been my number one problem. Is I know I don't have a problem retaining information. It's the implication to life that I have a problem with. I have a problem with it taking that information and and applying it to day-to-day life. Mm-hmm. So I can know all the information in the world. I'm like the marriage counselor that can fix everybody's relationship but can't fix their shit because they don't know how to apply it. Mm-hmm. That's how you with like day-to-day information that I've learned over years. Like you said, I know a lot of shit about credit. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of shit about stocks. I know a lot of shit about business and shit like that. I don't know how to apply it. Mm-hmm. I don't know where to start. Like I don't know how. It's almost like I don't have the desire or the drive, but I do. Mm-hmm. I just don't. Something doesn't click all the way, mm-hmm. and that's what over the last year. That's what I've been trying to work on. Is trying to build my mental capacity to have everything work as one in terms of gaining information, retaining information, and applying information. You feel me?
I'll say applying the things you learn is a skill. Like you don't just do that.
No, I would say that's just not easy.
You don't just do that. Like the same way. Like for the longest time, I was like, you have to do that in school. Like you have to do that in school. And I'm not a school guy. Like we talk about this all the time. I'm not tripping about not finishing college or anything like that. But the difference was when I was in high school, I was doing what I needed to do to get by. Like I didn't care like that. I was just doing what I needed to do. This was what you're supposed to do. Okay. And when I got to college, I was like started to like it and like understand more and like found an.
And you want to be there.
Yeah.
Like for me, I want to be in college.
Yeah,
bro.
I enjoyed it.
I like that shit. I like being on that level and being able to communicate with other people on that same academic level and have that conversation.
But when
I couldn't do that in high school.
When I took certain classes, I could see where my lack of attention in high school hurt me at some point. Like when I got to college, I was like, if I had to pay more.
But don't you think there's also like, I mean, because for me, I think that there's a real level of like security though that is now rather than before then. Because back then you'd be like, all right, I gotta make sure I look cool in here. I gotta make sure like my bag is Nike. I gotta make sure that like.
Not when I was in college. I mean, ain't nobody give a fuck when I was in college. Everybody was a sweatpants.
It depends on what point of college I was in, because at Shawan, that mattered. What you look like mattered. Who you was chilling with mattered. Playing football mattered more than going to school. And the crazy part is I didn't do bad. Like my grades weren't bad outside of math. I failed math.
Yeah, I'm terrible.
Outside of that, my grades was good. Like I had multiple classes.
I can almost guess that at least another one of us had somebody who didn't speak this language as a math teacher.
Yeah, that's true. But that wasn't my problem.
I couldn't understand what she was saying.
Math just wasn't my thing.
I
just bad at it.
Math just frustrates me.
No, I'm also bad at it.
But you said no. Be clear.
What makes it worse for me is
I'm a pretty good test taker, bro. Like, I can be like, that don't look right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, the worst part for me is they always have me start in a remedial math where they're making you learn and try to implement multiple different maths in one semester. It's like, motherfucker, I just learned this. You got me. So it's like, yo, you're not even giving me enough time to learn everything. How am I gonna move on? Like, you doing too much. Chill, back up.
For me, it was just a practical thing. It was like, other than addition and subtraction,
multiplication, division.
That was my issue. That was always the issue with any class in college. If I can't apply it, like, what am I here for?
But that's been one of my problems with anything in in school ever. I've never wanted to apply myself too much in math because a teacher can never give me a valid answer to why I need this shit. I don't want to be a mathematician. I don't want to be an accountant.
First of all, the number one job for people who like math is math teacher.
I don't want to be a math teacher,
and I don't want to be you.
So please explain to me what I need this shit for. I mean, the same thing for people that don't like sports or don't like working out. Why do they need gym? They don't need that shit in everyday life. Now they should have it, but they don't. It's not a necessity if that's not what they're into. Like, bro, I know a lot of chicks that failed gym because they refused to change their clothes. They refused to participate. That's not what they want to do. And you're gonna force them to take a class where that's all they have to do? Like, yo, that's stupid. That's stupid.
They make you mad as shit because then they be like, look, I will pass you if you just put your shorts on.
You see,
you like, nah, nigga, like, you over here asking me to play dodgeball.
Yeah, I mean, yo, school should be based upon, like, your skill set, yo. Like,
no. It can't be. Because then that's a crutch school. It can't be based on your skill sets. It needs to be based off of what it takes to survive.
No,
not your skill sets. Okay, the skill sets that it takes to survive.
Okay,
at that age, you know what your skills are.
College should be based on skill set and what you plan to do with the rest of your life. College should be like that.
Yeah, because you're paying for that.
100%. And high school,
but the involuntary shit should be just straight like
high school. Towards the back end of that should start. Moving into that, I would say high school freshmen and sophomores should started that, and then junior and seniors should start leading you through.
No problem with as you advance, you get more freedom and you get to choose what lane you choose. But I feel like at the beginning we should be like, hey,
it should be basics.
Hey,
you need to
don't step in the street. You know what I'm saying? We don't touch. I don't know. We don't smack niggas, like, you know what I'm saying?
Golden rule type shit.
Yeah.
It's a golden rule type shit.
Right. Shut the fuck up when you're behind me at the ATM.
I feel
basic grammar, punctuation, addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. The basics.
I want to touch on what you said, though. I think it's interesting, because I don't usually hear people admit it. What do you think stops you from adding what you've learned to, like, your own situation? Do you think it's a thing of it's hard to look, like, step outside of yourself, or what?
I think it's a combination of three things that's hard. That's bold and hard. I think it's a combination of three things.
That's why I kicked my cards back to me. So, you know what I'm saying?
You're right.
I figured it out.
I'm making like beer ball. We good.
You know what I'm saying?
That comes just out.
That's not at all what that meant.
I think part of it is I always had so much shit going on in my head that it's hard to find that one thing that I retain and start applying that sole thing to life without thinking about all the other shit I retained and apply all that shit all at the same time. So it's like it's like a sensory overload in terms of trying to apply shit.
But I do, not to cut you off, what I do is I kind of, because like you said, that same problem to a degree, but I kind of like run through, almost treat it like multiple choice. Like, I'll think of all the situations I've been through that pertain to that situation, and I'm like, I could do this, A, like this situation, B, like this situation, C, like that, and just kind of do it like a test in my head. But it's different for everybody, because it's a skill. Like, it's something you gotta.
Yeah. I think another.
And I know a lot of people like that. Like, it's not. That's kind of.
I think another thing is just like I've recently, like as an adult, because I don't remember me being like this as a kid or as a teenager. I was so focused on sports that I didn't even have the desire to learn. Like I just wanted to get through this class, get through this day. Let me go play football. Then let me go home and restart this day so I can get back to play football. That was life for real. So
I play ball.
Boss life. But once you get out of that, I figured out early on I wasn't going to the league, so I stopped moving. I wasn't one of those guys that thought my first year of college I'm going to the league somehow, some way.
Nah,
I wasn't that guy.
When your dad be like, hey yo,
I wasn't that. But I have a dad around to even do that, so cool. But
you be like, hey, do your homework, nigga. Like,
once I got to college on my own, I was like, yo, this shit's crazy. And then I came back home, and then I got to CCBC, and that's when like I took off when it came to wanting and desiring learning. Like I love that shit. Like I love learning. Like I'll sit on YouTube for 5 fucking hours watching science videos, just retaining information, like watching business. My shit is fully loaded with biology. Neil deGrasse Tyson.
He's a.
No, I was just saying. I'm saying. Well,
I'm very familiar. I'm very familiar with Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I watch.
I would think you would be watching like Bob the Builder. You know what I'm saying?
I watch videos with Brian Cox and Richard. Like I watch like that on a regular basis. I'm always trying to retain information, and then even
he's
like
a good listen as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
You can listen to him.
He's rude as fuck, and I love it.
Yeah, like and
he's to the point blank. He don't give a fuck about anything that's not a fact. But I love that.
He goes off on tangents, and then he'll reel it back.
I would say he does this shit. No, he does this shit that I do when in a conversation. He'll start here, and then end up down a rabbit hole 3 stories down here, and then gotta work his way back just to get back to this point.
Like, oh yeah, I said all that to say.
Yeah, that's some shit I do on a regular basis, and it's like, yo, I can get that. Like, I know I've talked to a lot of people about him, and he's like, yo, I can't even really listen to him. I don't understand what he's saying. And he always talking about like 3 things at one time.
I'm sitting and listening to him, but
yeah, I mean,
I do enjoy hearing him talk.
Yeah, so I do that on a regular basis, and then like it's like knowing when to cut that off, knowing when to
So do you think your problem is more direction?
Yeah,
because I feel like if you knew where you were going, you would be.
Yeah, I don't have a direction right. Like right now, my own direction is getting myself back on my feet and just getting steady financially.
Yeah.
Like so short term, I'm using everything I know about finances and working to implement that to my life. But once that's good, and I have a good handle on implementing that into my life on a day-to-day basis. Now it's like figuring out what's next, what direction am I going? Cause like I don't have a passion. I don't know what I want to do career-wise. So it's like I have to. It's some shit I gotta figure out to get to that point.
Yeah.
And I'm working on trying to figure that shit out now.
See, I had something similar because I like, and I think it's stupid to ask a child. I had this conversation all the time. I think it's stupid to ask a 10-year-old what you want to do when you grow up. I hate that question.
Yeah.
Like, that shit is dumb. Like, you have no idea.
You
don't know all the options.
Mine's changed every 6 months.
Yeah, like, so I know for me, I want to be somewhere over here. I don't know what I'm going to be doing over there, but I know the general area.
I know the general area.
Like, if you can pinpoint like something over there that you want to do, it's kind of, it's tough though.
I couldn't even throw a dart in the area I want to because I like doing so much shit. I don't think it's anything I particularly love doing.
I would say just try things. Like, once you get more on your feet, at least this is how I was. When I got to a point where I could kind of take care of myself, I was like, let's just dip it down on some other things to see what I'm good at, what I'm bad at, what fails, what does well. Like, my advice to anybody is just do stuff. Like, don't even put too much thought in it. Just do it. Like, just to see if you're good at it.
That was my whole thing. It's like, niggas be like, oh, you got a lot of jobs.
Try to figure out what the fuck I want to do.
The moment I feel like, don't like this.
Yeah. Why waste more time? Like, I know I'm not doing it for the rest of my life. Let's move on. Let's figure out what I am going to do for the rest of my life. Like, I don't think our generation really appreciates career longevity anymore. We don't appreciate career longevity.
I don't know, because realistically, it's a fable. That's a myth. Like the career longevity, unless you're taking credit for what you know. I love that statement of, if I learned how to do something for 10 years and it takes me 30 minutes to do it, you're paying me for the 10 years, not the 30 minutes.
Right.
Does that make sense? So when you do that, when you're taking pride in something of your own self, yes, okay, career longevity. But when you're talking about, hey, I worked for Walmart for 30 years, you look like a sucker.
But I don't. Because you could have. Outside of management, I don't see Walmart as career. When I'm speaking career,
anybody, career longevity is like.
But Walmart's job longevity, if it's not management, though.
Okay.
Job longevity and career longevity ain't the same. Okay. I'm talking about career longevity, where this is where you want to be doing what you want to be doing, and you really like. You couldn't imagine yourself doing anything else. Like, that's what I'm talking about career longevity, where people are finding what they love to do and doing it.
It really has not been an hour. Like, I'm like,
I feel like too many of us aren't doing it. Like,
I'm that nigga. I'd be leaving early. I'm like, surely it's been an hour. I'm pouring myself a drink.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
All kinds of kindness over here.
What is it? I don't even know if I can tell you what a condom looks like anymore.
Yeah, see? Yeah. My man. Spread that black seed. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, but.
So hold up, let's not go there. That's what I mean. But like, I feel you though.
Sure, there.
Why does this have like a?
Yo.
Like, just, you can hold it, like.
What is he doing right now? He didn't smoke.
Bro, he didn't move that shit 4 times. This would be the most fucked up video.
But look, you can see where it was.
That was all. He think he's slick.
You'll say, let's look at the main.
Who's
Hold
the
on.
star?
Hold on. All right, there we go.
Now his shoe.
This is a crazy.
Boom.
He's not in the picture anymore.
Boom. I need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because the people know me. Remember Charlie? You know what I'm saying?
That's wild.
Oh. Well.
I don't know. See, I almost find something different. Like, you know how people say, like, do what you love? But, like, I found love in everything I do. Like, we kind of touched on the last podcast. Like, anything I've, like, done job or career-wise, like, I'm like, I find something in it where I like doing it. I focus on that aspect of it.
Mm.
I find something I like doing it.
You can do that.
Yeah, it's nothing I've never done anywhere I loved it.
Because I love to
Yeah,
sleep.
I
I can't make me sleep. Like,
I don't like sleep.
I'm like, yo, because I'm like, I really think I could coach, and I would love that. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Yo,
like,
for
to get
real
paid,
though. For real
but
though.
like, you have to do the note paper first. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to like really put in
The
your
work.
dues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
like, that you could still end up career Baltimore County. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I'd be cool with that. I mean, just I would never take coaching
I'd at least want to get up to like McDaniel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
personally, I would never want to take coaching on full time or as a mainstay. I would take.
You wouldn't want to do that?
No, because I know.
Oh, I would.
As much as I know football, as much as I love football, I'm not a play caller.
I would never want to be a play caller.
Yeah,
I never said that.
But when you think
be an individuals coach,
but when you think about,
could I be a D-line coach? Like,
I'm saying,
for me.
Now that's what I would do. I would be more into being a DN coach, a running back coach.
That would be where like the ceiling is.
Yeah, I'm saying my ceiling would be position coaching,
Yeah.
or
I don't want like
I could be a head coach where I have an offense coordinator and a defense
I don't
coordinator.
want to limit myself because like I don't want to say that no, I don't want to do that. If I get up there and I be like, I kind of got a knack for that. It's like, oh, just like playing Madden for real.
But this is what I'll say. I wouldn't limit myself, but I also know that I'm not a play caller.
See, and I think that kind of humility is the kind of person that gets up there and is like, yeah, you can kind of do that. You know what I'm saying? You be like, oh, well, I'm not a play caller because like you have that rawness to be like, let's go with what's, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. What's realistic or what I know, and you'll be doing it based off of knowledge, not based off of I'm some sort of. Thank you, sir. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into coaching real soon. I'm talking about like if I could find something that's feasible this football season coming up, like
the certifications are just what.
For pop, we gotta be certified for Pop Warner.
Oh, okay. I wanted to like go and do some high school shit.
I want to make sure I can do coaching in general before I get to high school. I'll start Pop Warner.
I mean, that's cool, but little kids be like,
in the county.
Jimmy.
10, 12. I got some
more niggas.
I got some specifics.
I got some. I'm gonna live vicarious through y'all. Yeah. Through y'all.
Plus, I don't want to coach kids. That's not.
But a little bit. Like, because you said 10. You said 10, 12.
No, 10, 12. I don't look at that as a little kid.
Oh, really?
At 10, 12.
You pretty much a man at 13. Yeah, you're right.
At 10, 12, we was balling.
You right.
Like, I didn't see some 10, 12 hits that was like, yo.
Bro, but I feel like we came from a different generation, though. That 90s shit wasn't no joke, though. Right. We was putting each other in the cars, and each other, and like, remember, your parents used to have to be like, yo, make sure your niggas don't hit my car. Yeah. You feel me? And I used to be out there.
Don't get
Charles.
Those jeans fucked up.
Yeah.
That was my mom's shit.
Word? Nah.
Don't get those clothes.
Bro,
not their play clothes.
Take that.
Don't get. Yo, you know, I stopped wearing an earring because I kept losing them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't have my ears pierced that young.
Bruh.
But my mom would be like, you better get them jeans dirty to protect my car. You better be Charles Woodson. You better get the vert you never see. Like, I've literally seen, like a ball coming towards my mom's windshield. I'm like, oh, shit. Like, it really, like, and niggas go, like, yo, no, car up here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, making it a joke. Like, yo, because, like, I ain't trying to get my ass whipped. Like, you was out there and my car got hurt.
Nah,
my car got injured. Like, my car got fucking, come on, dog. Somebody would have fucked me up.
That shit hurt.
Hey,
nah, I was smart.
My mom can find deals, so she'd be like, them clothes, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about that.
I was smart when it came to street football. I was smart. I always played quarterback and safety. I never play receiver.
I'm sorry. I was spinning it as a kid. Like,
you said I was spinning.
I was like doing my 10.
I felt like a legit quarterback. I was legit
I was really out there like,
Artie,
do you remember the Donovan McNabb videos?
Yeah.
Yo, the little Donovan McNabb, he was even the nicest quarterback. How did he get those? But like the little Donovan, like, you gotta step into your throw. You gotta point your toe to where you do it, and you gotta do it like putting on a seatbelt. Boom. And you be like, yo, niggas is all there like, yo, that shit, yo.
Josiah. Yo, me and Josiah used to get.
Yo, Josiah could throw though. He threw some.
No, he can do well.
That left hand shit. Left hand shit.
Even we playing recently, he was like, yo,
can we really speak on how real different it is to catch a left-handed ball?
Yeah.
Like that's a real thing.
All the way. You're like,
that's a real thing, yo. And the crazy part is like, if I would have been able to take like football to another level on like some tight end, running back type shit, that skill would have came in handy, maybe.
Could you imagine if you would have did what your coaches told you to do rather than what you wanted to do? Because
I had trash coaches, no. I was Kenwood, bro.
So okay. Well, nah. If I would have really because I love playing D line, but realistically, I probably should have been on yeah, and I played O line, but like I never took it seriously. Like I was like, that's just something I did. You know what I'm saying? But like D line was my shit. Like that's like I was like always watching Morstead, like Steph Rogers, shit like that, like trying to get nice at that shit. But like I really should have been on the O line shit because I would have played way longer if I had played if I had been better at O line.
Yo, it's three things that I can honestly say. If these would have happened and I would have did these, I might have at least got to a decent level in the next level. If I took working out very seriously after my freshman year. Freshman year, I didn't know nothing about that. But sophomore, junior, senior, I took working out very seriously.
I feel like
we did it daily.
We could snap this table and have still no problem. Like,
no, strength is not a problem.
Start fucking up Artie shit to be like, just like, look at this.
Yo, strength is not a problem. But like you said, I didn't take my diet serious at all, bro. I worked out.
I was saying Taco Bell right after the workout.
Yo, I would eat. We would work out.
I deserve this.
Yo, we would work out 2 times a day just for me to go home and completely fuck the workout up with all the junk food.
I recently, my everyday meal was 2 bags of hot fries, 2 Welch fruit snacks, and a Gatorade every day.
I started my morning all fucked up with a Pop-Tart.
Every day.
I continued my fucked up morning with the chocolate donut school breakfast.
Yes.
And then I continue to fuck my day up with a horrible school chicken patty. The chicken patty was fire back in the day.
I need that.
And then
because you can dress it up.
Before practice, I will continue to fuck my day up with some candy from Krauser's, and then more candy after Krauser's, and then hella snacks when I got in the house. Oh, and dinner.
Right.
And dinner.
Right.
That's 7 different times during the day. I fuck my day up 5 days a week.
And your day not even that fucked up, right? I'll tell you about some shit, because niggas be like, yo, I just got back from practice, and you know what I'm saying? I'm an all-county lineman. You know what I mean? So I need that Subway with the double meat, because you weren't there when I was a kid. Dad, you know what I'm saying? Like, so,
Boom.
Because you live across town, so it's like, we're gonna get that double meat.
You said that's me.
And we're gonna get the drinks that's in the bottle, not the fountain drinks. You know what I'm saying? So that's extra money in your pocket. But and then you go home and you be like, I need dessert.
And by dessert, I need more food, like meals.
Sure. Like this. I used to smash like a turkey or a Subway club after practice, bro.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, if I could have got my diet straight, if I would have took learning and perfecting my craft more.
Definitely.
So
the game started to slow down.
I was saying when sports is easy for you, you tend not to worry about that, especially like when you're the class clown and I was the funny guy. Like I was the funny guy on the team. Like
you be the funny nigga and like I just like physically nobody could do what we did, so it'd just be like
I can be both.
You know what I'm saying? Like whack, like you smacking nigga
exactly.
like, and it's not like not to be offensive, but like you smacking nigga like Artie, it's like, well, what are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like
no.
Right. So I wish I could go back and instead of telling jokes all the fucking time on the sideline and in a huddle, I wish I would have focused more. I wish I would have focused more to play calling, why the scheme is being ran this way, where the scheme is going, why we're attacking this defense like that, and then vice versa on defense. And then second, I wish I would have played for better coaches at a better school. I think that would have made all the difference in the fucking world, bro. Like, for real.
You know what's crazy?
Like, I could not imagine me, which I probably would never play running back, but I couldn't imagine being on y'all squad, yo. Like, that shit would have been legit real.
That would have been dope. We could have used another big nigga. Like,
that would have been, I mean,
another nigga we could put, because, like, they would have put you right. Well, I don't know about that.
To be honest, because I was the perfect size and had the perfect speed of play DN, D tackle, and linebacker, who knows where they would have put me?
That's true. I mean, we were just loaded with niggas like Devon, just long, like Devon Chris Palmer, fucking Nathan Gale, like just long niggas that was like lanky and that they wanted to play the end, but like a nice ass, put your dumb ass at 3 technique,
yo,
right next to me at nose, and then at 5
and then I think about like, who's to say I would even been a big nigga if I would have went to a better school with a better weight program, with a better off-season schedule. Like who? Now my conditioning probably would have been as real because nigga, Coach A had niggas. Nigga, if we weren't anything else, we was conditioned. Like we still lost 4th quarter, but we ain't lose because we wasn't conditioned. Like we was still.
That's one thing I miss.
No, we still lost to the wall, yo.
So much. It's so much like getting older is a crazy thing because you realize how much you pay attention to how you do things now.
Yeah.
Like now I try to take like anything I do, like do it to 110%. Like if you tie your shoelace, yo, what's the technique of like I'm trying to get like that.
Super
like everything.
COVID.
And even watching like every other cultures that are real meticulous and like everything they do, I'd be like, I don't like it. It's annoying. But I also
but you get that as you grow and as you get wiser and as you develop the need and the need and want to learn.
Yeah,
yo, you want to learn. Yo, you don't worry about technicalities and technique if you don't want to learn.
That's true.
If you're not worried about perfecting your craft. Like yo, I'm worried about perfecting. I'm going to do shit the perfect way, bruh. And I wasn't like that in high school. For whatever reason, that shit didn't click till 20. If that shit would have clicked at 14, let's say everybody we knew to play football, let's say this mentality clicked at 14. Monsters, bro. Like, for who would have stopped it with that mentality that you always want to learn?
I don't know anybody, especially because especially the niggas that we play with, like, really love ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it be football or basketball. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, you still had that other side where, like, niggas was playing other shit. Like, you remember? Yeah. I remember when baseball season rolled around because, like, I was just working out. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't doing shit. You go to a baseball game, go to a lacrosse game, and shit like that, and see niggas that's, like, I'm real passionate about, like, I just play football with you. But this is lacrosse. This is my shit. Yeah. This
is my domain.
Right.
Yo, that's my only sports regret in high school, not playing baseball.
I was nice at baseball, but I could never see. The funny thing is that my football coach was also the baseball coach. I was like, nah, I can't do 2 seasons.
Yeah, I don't want you twice.
See, I was always the dude. After football season, like, I ain't trying to do nothing. Like, I'm old.
No, my coaches wasn't hearing that shit. My nigga, Coach A, the conditioning coach, the secondary coach, he wasn't hearing that shit.
Most of the guys,
because they want.
It's either you playing another sport,
or you better be in the weight room.
Or you better be in the weight room all year. Like they not playing that shit. They're not trying to hear that shit. So it was just always better for us conditioning wise to just play another sport.
See, I was always active. I was active all season, but I wasn't playing sports.
Yeah.
Like I was just doing stuff. Like
I just always been good at hitting baseballs, and I hate that I never tried to see where it could take me.
Yeah. Where are you gonna take it?
All right, well, it looks like we got a hard stop.
Go ahead and wrap that up as usual. Like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff.